I feel personally that the manosphere now has become the entertainer sphere or the drama sphere.
I like it.
I don't see when I go through Rich's channel, because I do market research, when I go through Rich's channel, when I go through Rolo's channel, when I see Fresh and Fit's content, when I see all these other channels, like there it has been more drama or news coverage, and this is not a dig at Fresh and Fit.
Sure.
Okay.
Of course.
But there seemed and Myron did say they are going to pivot, so good on them. So actually I'll take them out to a degree, even though they're a huge name in this corner.
Of course.
But the actionable advice I'm seeing is few and far between.
Yes, it is. That's exactly right.
I'm not seeing actionable advice at almost any corner. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, you're 100% right, man. I think the main way that the manosphere has changed, there are a couple of things. Number one, we have a lot of guys in the space that are just bad for the space. There are a lot of guys that give the manosphere, the red pill, a bad name. That's the first.
Get some names. Who are you talking about?
Well, I mean, there are so many out there that
Clary.
No, Aaron Clary is absolutely Aaron. You are the worst thing that ever happened to the manosphere. No, and I mean like the peons, right? Like like guys are, hey, I've got a dating channel, I've got 100 subscribers. Yeah, there you go. Adam Sosnick. That's hell, Adam Sosnick.
Adam Sosnick. I'll break your neck in Street Fighter,
dude. Listen, but before I go on, how many? And we are the only two guys who talk about other dudes whose ass we want to kick. There are so many people. There are so many people on my Smack on Sight list. And I just got I don't know if I told you this. I just got my 4 fucking felonies expunged. I have no felonies on my record. You could do a national database. You won't find anything on there. So anyway, the reason I said
congratulations.
Thank you. Now I can vote and own a gun. Yes, absolutely. Make America great again, baby. But but I think that's the main thing. There are a lot there. The manosphere has grown. It grew, but it almost grew to the point to where, anyone who had dating advice would just call themselves a part of the manosphere. Then, of course, people tried to disavow the manosphere. Like Rich Cooper calls it the Mano Swamp. And to a degree, he's correct. It is kind of the Mano Swamp. But the main thing to me...
Please tell me more about the guy who sells pheromone soap to rub on you so women can fucking love you. Just give me a minute to shut my fucking brain down, because I'm fucking... I can't even. What the fuck are we doing? We're selling soap to rub on ourselves for women. Is everybody a fucking retard? I'm sorry, that shit really triggers me. I just have to fucking...
You know what really triggers me? Is his book, right? The Unplugged Alpha, which is quite literally, John, the rational male for dummies. That's all this dude did. This dude plagiarized Rolo's book.
And the stuff he took from my webinars, because he writes about getting a photo shoot. He writes about dating apps. Like, Rich, when's the last you got a photo shoot? When's the last time you pulled a girl off of Tinder, Bumble, Hinge? When's the last time you salt daddied a girl off of Seeking Arrangement? Let me know. You were too busy getting fleeced by women all the way up into your 40s to fucking even do some game. Don't even tell me about that. No.
You know what's interesting? And I've heard stuff that Rich has said about me even in the early days. And I swept it under the rug, for the greater good. But now I don't give a fuck. Like, dude, I've got money. I've got my house. I'm good to go. I can talk all the fucking shit I want.
Well,
Rich,
what was funny too, because you and we're pretty tight-lipped people. Yeah. But eventually, when Rich fell out with me and he fell out with you, you told me Rich was talking shit about me.
Yes.
Behind my back to you, and then you told me, like, wait a minute, Rich was talking shit about you to me.
Take my money.
So
unbelievable.
He's such a fucking feminine little traumatized pussy, hiding up in his little shack in Canada while Justin Trudeau taxes him to death. Luckily, I'm so happy it's happening. But yeah, and it's funny because he's supposed to see, because listen, he has, this is what happens right now. The current generation of men, because we're talking about how the manosphere has changed.
Right.
there's a big brokenness in men, and guys see a guy that has supercars and he has a deep voice and he has a beard and he's bald. He's like, let me tell you, son, how to fucking hate women, you know? And people are like, oh, let me fucking subscribe to this fucking guy and buy some soap because I'm fucking retarded, you know? I'm going to get the girls by rubbing some soap on me, you know? It's just, it's asinine, you know, that he is considered a leader in this place. And if you judge them by their fruit, you judge them by their students. How many amazing content creators have come from under Richard Cooper?
Exactly 0.
You know, because of me, Myron came to my program and I introduced Myron to you. And then you and Myron hit it off. You guys did the 6. He learned the digital marketing from me. He started Fresh and Fit.
Absolutely.
Boom, world changer. Same thing with me. Charlie, Cultivate Crypto, came to me. Loser, didn't know shit. I was like, I'll show you how to do this. We'll show you the crypto stuff. Boom, multi-million-dollar business. And then from that cascaded into so many other brands. You know, the ripple effect is real.
Yeah.
So when you look at where are these great people coming from, these content creators? Because a great content creator creates other leaders. A great content creator creates transformation. They don't create an army of minions to worship them. That's not how we change the world. We change the world by creating strong men, and eventually get out from under your tutelage and go do their own thing. That's why I say at the beginning of my show, the philosophy of modern life dating is to learn dating, master it, and move on, like you have done, like I'm doing. And look, you're a multimillionaire. You're fucking living in a fucking $1 million mansion. You're living the fucking dream after coming from terrible situation in your life.
Yes.
You know, that is the real overcoming that we want to be giving to these guys. That's the real triumph we're trying to pass on to the young men and not all men watching us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That is the real measure of a man's tutelage, is his students.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
If you're a teacher and you're running a cram school, or that's a Japanese thing. If you're running like a tutoring center and all your students are coming out and getting D's and F's, you
There's a problem,
motherfucker.
There's
You are a bad teacher.